Morning to all the students. Screen is visible. Hello. Screen is visible or not? Hello.
Yes, sir. Visible, sir.
So far we have discussed the fourth point. What is that? Fourth point is your frequency domain filtering for image restoration. So spatial filtering and frequency domain filtering both are discussed in our previous classes for image restoration purpose as like our enhancement. So the next topic is today we are going to discuss the linear position invariant degradations. Actually, in our model, so what is our model? The first noise model. What is our noise model? So in our noise model, the filter block, that means the before the degradation function, what is the output g of x come out? So here this term will get after h, so that means this addition. So after degradation function estimation, we are getting output g of x comma y. So small g of x comma y. So all of you write linear position invariant degradations. This is the topic. And from the noise model block diagram, after degradation function estimation, the output will be g of x comma y is equals to h of input image f of x comma y plus addition of noise. In previous case, we are eliminated this. So noise in the case of noise analysis, we are not considering this h of x comma, this h of x, h of f of x comma. But in this case, we are neglecting this eta of x comma. So we are considering only h of f of x comma. So due to this, this term will be 0. For the simplification purpose, for the easy of understanding, we are considering only h of f of x comma. So if you see in our noise model, h is our degradation function block. So however, from the output of this g of x comma y, and by neglecting this eta of x comma y, our expression will be modified like this: g of x comma y, that is your output of degraded estimation block is given by g of x comma y is equals to h of f of x comma y. All of you right. Here f of x comma y is our input image. Here f of x comma y is our input image. G of x comma y is the output of degradation function, not the total entire. It is not restored. Okay, all of you right. Input output relationship by neglecting your, one second, I will show. So see this in this degradation model. Actually, this is our degradation model, and here This is my input image, and this is the degradation function h. We are operating on the image, and here the addition of noise. Actually, this is our g of x comma. But for simplification, we are neglecting this term. So if you it is 0, let us consider what is our g of x comma y. It is h of f of x comma. So that is the uh, approximation from the output of your h. Right? So have you understood? So from that block diagram, we can say this. This is h of g of x comma y is given by h of f of x comma y plus eta into x comma. So write this final by taking this as 0. Write this expression. Just so how this h is linear position invariant. So here h is, let us consider a system, and which is
Screen captured, sir.
screen is not visible. Huh? Okay, okay.
Yes, sir.
So what about now? Is it visible or not?
Yes, sir. Visual, visual, sir.
Okay, okay. So from that block diagram, we can write this g of x comma y is equals to h of f of x comma y plus eta into x comma. Please all of you write, it is very important. So very simplified also, and easily we can get the marks. So how this h is linear position invariant, that we have to check now. Like in our digital system, digital signal processing, how the system is linear and how the system is position invariant. So our h must be a position and linear invariant degradations. So by checking our some conditions, so we can say this, it is a linear and it is a invariant. So all of you must write this expression. The input output relationship of our degradation model is given by g of x comma y is equals to h of f of x comma y plus eta into x comma y. But we are considering eta of x comma y is 0, and expression will be modified as g of x comma y equals to capital H of f of x comma y. So if you want to write, capital H is a degradation function here, like a system, our system. Next. So now we have to check how the h is linear. So when it is h is linear, so h is a, like considered as a system function, but in the frequency domain. So how it is linear? Let us consider here two images, like two functions. We are considering two images. f1 of x comma y is one image, and f2 of x comma y is a another image, right? And both are scaled up with a. Both are scaled with a. Image 1 is scaled with A and image 2 is scaled with B, and if you operate on this two summation of these two images h, and it is equivalent to A into h of f1 of x comma y plus B into h of f2 of x comma y, then it is called as linear. Otherwise it is not a linear, non-linear. So if the system, that is h of, so h is a degradation function, if it is satisfied this condition, then it is called as a linear. Otherwise it is non-linear. Next, additivity. So how this additivity is happened? Additive means, so if again we have considered two images, f1 of x comma plus f2 of x comma y, and at a time if we operate the h is on this summation, definitely it is equal to separable. That means individually we are operating h on the image 1 and h on the image 2. So all of you take this linear and additivity. The first one is linear condition, second one is additivity condition. Same as your digital signal processing or signals and systems. But here we are operating with two-dimensional function as image f1 or f2. So f is here, a two-dimensional function f of x comma y, f of x comma y. That means if you consider two images f1 of x comma y and f2 of x comma y. So completed linear comma position invariant degradations. That is the main topic. In that, write first condition, that is output, and in that let us consider f of x comma y is 0, and only remaining your g of x comma y is given by capital H of f of x comma y. So this condition is how this expression is how it is linear and how it is additivity conditions satisfied. So with these two conditions, the system is additive and also linear. Have you completed? Now change na? Anyone please? Can I change the slide?
Change చేశాను సార్.
Okay. Next slide is next condition is homogeneity. So how the H is the system H is satisfies homogeneity condition. So it is like before that is we are operating H on the after scaling or otherwise first operate the H on the and also multiply or scaled with A. So both are equal. That means h of a into f1 of x. Let us consider f1 of x comma y is a f1 or f just whatever it is. f1 of x comma y is a two-dimensional function or image, and it is scaled with a, and then operate h is equivalent to scaled with and operated by first operate the h on the f1 of x comma y, and after that multiply with a. So both are equal. Then this condition is called as homogeneity. So then the system is homogeneity. Homogeneity condition is just like this: h of a into f1 of x comma y is equal to small a into h of f1 of x comma y. So linear, second one is additivity, homogeneity. If these three conditions are satisfied, the system is linear. It is a linear degradation function, a linear degradation system H. Next one is position or space. So in general time we are calling as position or space. So what is the reason for position or space? Our coordinates are space coordinates, not time coordinates, spatial coordinates. Already I have mentioned it in the from first chapter onwards. X comma y both are spatial coordinates, not a time coordinates, and it is not a continuous, it is a digital coordinates, that is spatial coordinates. Position or space invariant. How the system is position or space invariant. So how can we say that the system is or the H is position invariant? That means, so if you give the delay in the x coordinate or y coordinate, if you are providing some delay like constant x minus y alpha and y minus beta, so that means in both coordinates, in x direction and y direction, you are providing some delay or distance delay. So if time, it is called as delay. It is distance, it is space, that is called as distance. So if you operate h on this, and in output also, if you are getting same x minus y alpha and y minus beta, so same distance is provided, then it is invariant. If there is any change in this alpha and beta, definitely it is called as variant system, position variant system. So if you are not unlike that, if you are providing same distance the difference in the input and both output. There is no change in the distance, space coordinates. It is called as space or position invariant homogeneity function H. Okay. So first three conditions for linearity, and this condition is for invariant. All of you right. H of f of x minus alpha comma y minus beta and is equals to g of x minus alpha comma y minus beta. It is called as the condition for position or invariant of a system H. Next. So is it over? Am I అయిపోయిందా? Hello?
Okay, sir.
In terms of continuous impulse function. So the same we can say that in terms of impulse. So how it is? So in continuous domain we can say that f of x comma y is given by with the delta. So impulse continuous, impulse function. If you multiply with f of x comma y, that means in the alpha and beta, and this impulse function is there. So delta of x minus alpha, y minus beta into d alpha into d beta. All of you right. If the two-dimensional function f of x comma y is multiplied with the delta function, that is impulse function, how the h is uh, operating on the system, operating on the your image f of x comma, and again it is given by g of x comma y is equals to h of f of x comma. Simply substitute this f of x comma y and see what happens. So previously directly we are operating, but if the image is decomposed into impulses, how it is happening? Just multiply the your delta function, that is impulse function, with your two-dimensional image f of x comma y. Then it will be again operates h. So see what happens. H of, simply substitute the instead of this f of x comma y, substitute above expression. Just 1 minute. Sorry for the interruption. Okay, so all of you substitute this f of x comma y in this place, and you will get the output expression will be like this. H of integration of minus infinity to plus infinity, that is double integration f of alpha beta delta of x minus alpha comma y minus beta into d alpha d beta. So completed. So let us consider your f of x comma y is decomposed with impulse. Actually, this is a two-dimensional function, and if you decompose into impulses function in continuous domain, first initially we have to check in continuous domain, continuous time. So if you use integration, that is continuous. If you use summation, that is discrete. So is it over? Hello?
Okay, sir. Same thing
Okay.
decided.
Okay. So the same g of x comma y is that means we are rewriting as the expression as, so the integration is outside and operate inside of h of f of alpha beta into delta of x minus alpha comma y minus beta into d alpha and d. So again we are separating, that is rewrite again, f of alpha beta is outside and h is operating on impulse. Which is operating in the impulse, and this h of delta of x comma minus y, x minus alpha comma y minus beta is rewrite as your small h, that is space here. So capital H is, what is capital H? Frequency domain, and if you take this frequency domain of impulse as like this, h of x comma alpha comma y comma beta into d alpha d beta. So that means your impulse function, that is delta of x minus y, is modified as your spatial domain. Actually this is a spatial domain. F is a spatial domain. Okay, so h is capital H of x comma, that means it is 1. Already we know delta function is only, it is 1 impulse, only 1 at x equal to 0 and y equal to 0. It's in both directions. So it is modified as h, capital H is becomes as small h in spatial domain. I'll have to complete this. So capital H of delta of x comma x minus y, x minus alpha comma y minus beta is equal to h of x alpha y and beta. So the change in x, the change in alpha, the change in y, and the change in beta with respect to impulse. So now it is completely spatial domain. G of x comma y is equals to integral, double integral f of alpha beta into h of x comma alpha comma y comma beta d alpha into d beta. Is it over? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now we have to check what is impulse response of h. So capital H is our degradation function, it is a system. Now we have to check the impulse response of this system. So the impulse response is in spatial domain is given by, already we know, this is impulse response in spatial domain, and this is impulse response in frequency domain. That's it. So the impulse response of capital H is given by small h of x comma alpha comma y comma beta is spatial, and capital H of delta of x minus alpha comma y minus beta. So the term is called as impulse response of H. Impulse response of H. So generally this function is also called as point spread function in our optical communications. So this may be used in our optical also as point spread function, PSF. So generally it is impulse response in our normal system and also called as point spread function in our optical functions. So and due to this, all physical optical systems blur means spreading. Already we have used this blurring concept in our enhancement. Image smoothing. What is image smoothing? We are blurring or spreading the intensity equally over the image. So there is an image. If we are spreading the image equally, that is smoothing, blurring. So here also in optical also there is a light blurring. So a point of light to the same degree. So entire image or entire area, if you are providing same intensity light, that is called as blurring. Okay. So the impulse response of H is given by small h of x comma alpha comma y comma beta is equals to capital H of delta of x minus alpha comma y minus beta. It is the impulse response of H. So this is the only our requirement in our image course. So the same may be used in optical also, and it is called as point spread function. Just write the expression. Next, superposition or integral of the first kind. So superposition of the first kind. How it is superposition theorem, superposition principle can be used for this output function of degradation model. So the g of x comma y is given by is like this. Write this expression. It is regarding superposition of integral of first kind. So this is already we have derived. Double integration of f of alpha comma beta into h of x comma alpha comma y comma beta into d alpha into d beta. This is already derived in our first positional linear invariant. G of x comma y equals to double integration of minus infinity plus infinity f of alpha comma beta h of x comma alpha comma y comma beta into d alpha d beta. So and consider if h is a position invariant. This is superposition, and this is consider h is a position invariant. So just simply this h of x comma alpha comma y comma beta is replaced with convolution. That means already we have seen this expression. H is a position invariant. What is the condition? If H is a position invariant, that means let us consider this is in spatial domain. If we are providing delay in x direction, y direction in the spatial impulse response of system H, the same is providing in output also. H, frequency domain. Capital H is frequency domain, small h is spatial domain. Let us consider spatial domain is input and frequency domain is output. So the delay is in x and y, same as in delay in capital H. So that is called the position invariant. So now we have to write the convolutional integral. How it is possible? Just simply replace above h of x comma y, x comma alpha comma y comma beta is replaced with this function. This is modified as convolution integral. So g of x comma y is equals to, actually our image is f of x comma y. But what is the convolution of, what is the output of g of x comma y? It is the convolution of two functions. Let us consider f of x comma y and h of alpha beta, maybe. Okay, let us consider f of x comma y star h of x comma y. what happens? There is a convolution between the two images. Let us consider our impulse response of system h of x comma y is also an image. Let us consider, and input function is f of x comma y is also an image. So if you convolve these two images, you will get another image g of x comma y. So that can be represented with an integral form as like this: double integration of f of alpha comma beta into h of x minus alpha comma y minus beta into d alpha into d beta. But how it will come? So here this small h of x minus alpha comma y minus beta is considered as position invariant impulse response. Position invariant impulse response of a system H. So is it over? Just first write our expression. This is normal expression. This is already, this is also called a superposition integral. First derived, and in this replace the h, small h with the position invariant function. So if you replace that, automatically the function will be modified as convolutional integral. Convolution of two functions, two-dimensional functions, not single dimension. So the output is simply as like in our signals and systems and digital signal processing. So simply the output is the convolution of two functions, or two-dimensional functions in spatial domain. Of course, if the two functions are convolved in spatial domain, both are multiplied in frequency domain, as we know that. Is it over? Hello? Is it over or not? Okay, now previously we have considered without noise. But if you consider noise also, what happens? Put a heading in the presence of additive noise. Additive noise means we are adding in noise. Types of noise are already we have discussed. Noise models, Gaussian noise, exponential noise. What are those? Uniform noise. So, however, noise is represented with eta of x comma. So, put a heading in the presence of noise, in the presence of additive noise. The expression, that means the output of degraded function block is given by, is again modified g of x comma y is equals to, this is already we have first kind. This expression is first kind, f of alpha comma beta into h of x comma alpha comma y comma beta into d alpha d beta. This is first kind of superposition expression, plus add this eta of x comma. So this eta is maybe different noise model. Okay, next. Now if h is position invariant, what happens? So again, right, this h of x comma alpha comma y comma beta is same as previously. We can write same function. Just add this. This is convolution, right? Convolution plus eta. This is externally added noise in our noise model. So simply add the eta of x comma y, that is called as in the presence of additive noise. Please take all of you. These expressions must be present in the exam. So then only you will get full marks. Is it over? Please respond, anyone. Is it over or not? Just you are adding noise to the convolution of two functions. అయిపోయిందా ఎవరైనా రెస్పాండ్ అవ్వండి ప్లీజ్. హలో.
Yes, sir.
So this is our spatial representation and frequency domain representation. Simply we are replacing the above function, a simplified version. So here spatial domain. In spatial domain, what is this? This H is impulse response of your system, that is your degradation function, and star. The star is indicating your convolution. But the same both are in frequency domain. What happens? Multiplied in frequency domain, and this is also replaced with capital M. So the coordinates are changed as UV. So in previous case, x comma y, x comma y, x comma y. But in frequency domain, the frequency coordinates are represented with u comma v. Just replace. So the same above expressions can be replaced or can be simplified. For flexibility, we can write small g of x comma y is equals to capital H, small h of x comma y star f of x comma y plus eta into eta of x comma y. And the second expression is for frequency domain. So next step is our restoration step. So what is restoration? We have to remove this degradation function, that is called as deconvolution. Deconvolution filter. If you use deconvolution filter, that means I will show again. So as per our noise model, we have to use reverse of this H. So reverse of this, if you use reverse of this H, you will get a restored image. Is it over? Hello? So I will show again the block diagram. So from that we can clear. So after addition of noise, addition of noise, we degradation and addition of noise, we have to use reverse, that is deconvolution filter H again. So from that we can get our original image, that is called as restoration image. So in restoration approach, there are two functions, image deconvolution and deconvolution filter used. I will show the block diagram again. Hello.
సార్ అయిపోయింది సార్. చేంజ్ చేయండి స్లైడ్.
Okay. So this is, so is it visible? Hello? కనిపిస్తుందా?
స్క్రీన్ షేర్ అవుతుంది సార్, ఇంకా విజిబుల్ గా రాలేదు సార్.
ఓకే. సో ఇప్పుడు ఓకేనా? కనిపిస్తుంది? హలో?
షేర్ అవుతుంది సార్ స్క్రీన్.
కనిపిస్తుందా? హలో? హలో?
స్క్రీన్ షేర్ అవుతుంది సార్.
ఓకే ఇప్పుడు ఓకేనా? కనిపిస్తుందమ్మా?
స్క్రీన్ షేర్ అవుతుంది సార్. అంటే నా నెట్ ప్రాబ్లమా సార్?
స్క్రీన్ విజిబుల్ అవ్వట్లేదు ఇప్పుడు ఓకేనా?
అవ్వట్లేదు సార్.
ఇప్పుడు ఓకేనమ్మా? కనిపిస్తుందా? హలో
ఓకే సార్, కనబడుతుంది ఇప్పుడు.
okay so if you check here, so what happens, so up to now g of x comma y is we have discussed without noise for one time and without degradation function for one time. So in the presence of noise only we are neglected this h, but in the presence of degradation only we are neglecting this eta. Okay, however the previous expression both can be added and g of x comma y. So what is the next step in the restoration model? So your restoration filter. So we are using this restoration filter, capital H again. Of course, this restoration filter is reverse of this H. So then you will get f of x comma y. So the restoration approach is used for the deconvolution. So what happens up to now? So g of x comma y is a convolution of two functions and addition of this noise image. So now we have to use this restoration function is deconvolution and as well as deconvolution filter. So this block is contains two operations. What are those? For one is deconvolve. What is the reason? We have to remove this degradation estimation and also this noise. So that is what I am saying. So again we move the actual position. So our original. So is it okay again? The screen కనిపిస్తుందా? Hello? Visible? Hello? కనిపిస్తుందా?
స్క్రీన్ గా షేర్ అవ్వలేదు సార్, బఫర్ అవుతుంది.
Okay. So I come back to original. That is your convolution of, that is your g of x comma y is convolution of two functions and a noise. So this is applied to your last block. What is the last block? Restoration filter. So కనిపిస్తుందా ఇప్పుడు?
నో సార్.
కనిపిస్తుందా? హలో హలో
సార్ నో సార్, నా సైడ్ ప్రాబ్లమే సార్. ఇంకా అవన్నీ అడగండి సార్ ఒకసారి. నాకైతే అవ్వట్లేదు సార్ స్క్రీన్
ఓకే
షేర్.
ఓకే
సార్
అమ్మా విజిబుల్?
No, sir. Not visible, sir.
No, sir.
Just 1 minute, I will conclude. ఇప్పుడు చూడండి ఒకసారి, ఓకేనా? హలో,
ఓకే సార్. సార్ ఓకే సార్, చెప్పండి సార్.
okay. So after our all derivations, so finally we have derived our function is. So what is our function? Our output function is output function of after additive noise. So that means this is our after block of additive noise. So convolution of two functions and plus addition of noise. So this is spatial domain and this is frequency domain, second one. So the next step, last step is restoration. So the restoration approach is having two functions. One is image deconvolution. So image deconvolution is just remove this h of x common. And deconvolution filter is again used for the removal of noise. So these two functions can be provided with the help of your degradation filters. So after the degradation filter, you will get what is output f small f cap of x comma. So this is the process position invariant. So today we have discussed the topic is linear position invariant degradations. Our used HE. So whatever the block which is used in our degradation model, that is H, capital H, and additive noise plus, and last one is degradation filters. In the entire process, the system must be linear and position invariant. So there are two conditions, that is linear condition. This is a linear condition. So of course, in this linear condition, we are using additive and also homogeneity. Okay. After this, this is homogeneity, and after this position invariant. Invariant means simply if you are providing any delay in input, the same must be provided in output. That is called as invariant. And after that, the system function can be decomposed into the impulses for the derivation of your h, small h. So after that, you are providing continuous function that is like this. Finally, we are getting this g of x comma y is convolution of two functions and plus additive of noise in the presence of noise. So after this, the functions, the g of x comma y is g of x comma y in spatial and the capital G of u comma v in frequency. Both are simplified, and the system, this function is, this output function of your degradation model is simply given to the degradation filter, that is convolution filter, sorry, deconvolution filter and the degradation filter maybe. So however, these two functions happen in our last block and you will get restored. So that is the output of your degradation model, and you will get restored image, original image. So with this, I am concluding today's topic, and tomorrow we will discuss estimation, how we are estimating. So the first block is H, and that will be how we are estimating. We will discuss in tomorrow class. Okay, thank you. I think might you write all of you these things, and of course I will share this document after completion of this unit 3. Okay, no? Again, I think all of you downloaded previous 2 units zip file. I sent this zip file. Please download all of you and go through this, and also along with your subject, that is textbook, Gonzalism. Okay, thank you. Okay, Nama. Hello. The topic is over, and tomorrow we'll discuss estimating the degradation function. Hello, is it okay?
Okay.
Okay, thank you. I'm leaving.